Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. I've been trying to think of different kinds of like solo T2 Jackdaw fits. We've got a stalk here which I previously used and it inspired me to try to find good solo T2 fits for destroyers, because I feel like it's good. You can do solo T2s with quite bling or at least very specialized frigates, but it's not always the easiest thing, especially to do them fast. So I feel like if you want to do them fast, you want to go with the destroyer. That's what I feel, at least. So even though it's less ISK, I think you'll get them done a lot quicker, essentially earning more than a frigate, and also you could usually have a bit more ability to put more tank on them as well. Not always, but you usually can when there's a lot of slots to spare, like this Jackdaw over here. This is what we're going to try in the solo T2 Abyss, particularly the Exotic Abyss. 30k EHP right here. It's a passive tank, not an active tank. Usually you have active tanks on T3 destroyers, but here we're going to go with a passive tank. Now if we go in sharpshooters, obviously less, 21k HP right here, but we have got more DPS than a stalk, 277 DPS going on right here, and we're going to just jump straight into the abyss right here. Just jump straight in. We have got actually some okay resists. It would be nice to have some more EM instead of kinetic, but that's just what you get. That's just what you get. Based on the dangerous waves in the abyss, it will be more favorable for us to have less kinetic and more EM. But at least we don't have it nerfed like in the electrical abyss, because we're going to do exotic abyss right here. The reason I went for exotic abyss is that it is quite a good type of abyss type to do if you don't have capacity issues, because it reduces kinetic resist. Kinetic resist is not usually used in the deadly waves in the abyss, so that's why all the other resists are going to be alright. So you'll have a good time, and you'll still have a resist hold to hit if there's something that well, if you want to do the stuff quicker. Like, you could obviously do darks, would be a bit safer, but the thing is with darks, there's not a resist type produced. Stuff is moving faster. You're not always going to get perfect application. So I think that it'll be a good time if you want to do the solo T2 abyss. We want to go with a particular weather type that reduces a certain type of resist. So agitated exotic, buy 2 of these, and let's just jump straight in. Okay, agitated exotic. We need to buy 2 of these. Don't want to do the mistake I do a lot to just not have the right amount of filaments. Undock and go. I've got this EM Hardener over here, and it will help me a bit to get some EM resist when it comes to the Angel wave or the Sancho wave. Otherwise, we're mainly just going to have this off. And I don't know if it's a good idea that I do that. What I could have instead done is go, because I've got a different fit that I'll try later, a DPS fit using 3 ballistic control systems. Has less tank, but it has a shield extender instead of that EM hardener. So it's going to give me tank irregardless of resist type. So that could be a good option right there. I don't know. We also get a bit better capacitor too. Alright, let's just jump in here. Okay, let's activate this abyssal filament. Use these. Got the kinetic loaded. This will be usually good for the sleepers, but for the Triglavians, it will usually be better to just go with explosive, since the reduction in the weather effect is not going to be so impactful when we are in the T2s usually. Like if it's minus 70% like in the T4, T5s, then it will. But when it's like minus 50 or minus 30 especially, it's usually going to be better to just go for the lowest resist type of the enemy ships. Okay, so there's a lot of neuters right here. I want to be a little bit careful. We'll go for this Spark Needle first. He is going to be doing a lot of damage because he's got EM, and we're going to not even use our EM resist right here. Okay, Nova. Good that with the tactical destroyers you can reload the ammo type so quickly, so it's very nice when you want to just get some good damage types going on quickly. And hopefully we do not get neutered out. Oh, we're going for the striking. We do not want to go for the striking. We want to go for the 3 starvers that is swarming us right here. No, 4. Yeah, that was a bit of a... Oh, we almost killed that guy too. Oof, the neuting is pretty hard here. Pretty hard indeed. Good that we don't use any capacitor for our our newts. We just turn off this Afterburner II. Our cap is just going to get absolutely annihilated. Not got any kind of battery or anything yet. Fully neutered out. We're relying fully on passive tank over here. Hopefully we'll be able to kill them before they kill us. I think they will kill them though, because we've got a very hefty passive tank. We can obviously go to defense mode if we needed to, but that's a lot of neuters, and that's one bad thing about not having a cap battery in your fit, is that you are really going to get slaughtered by newts. 2 cap batteries are going to absolutely make you rock solid in terms of resisting newts. So 3 more. Come on. Let's see if we can get one cycle off of these multi-spectrums. And we get a little bit of capacitor going on. Did we get it? Nah, they're neuting so hard, these guys. Okay, we'll make our way towards the transfer conduit. I think that's a good idea. Oh, they're getting through our shield. They're getting through our shield. Yeah, it's a bit annoying when you're neuted out. We don't have enough capacitor to use one cycle even. We have most resist when we're about here, 30% around that region. Come on. We might have to even go into defensive mode here, but I don't think we will. This guy is soon dead. He'll go a lot slower if we're in defensive mode too, so that's also one thing to take into consideration. Maybe should have even gone for the striking over here, since we're anyway so bad on capacitor. Okay, what is our resists? Oh, shield percentage. Oof, getting down low. Look at this, we're at max recharge over here. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. We're going to have to soon use defense mode. So, okay. Can we use this? We'll have to use defense mode now. We have not got a good tank going on over here when they've like spooled up to massive degrees, these Triglavians. Now capacitor is completely rocked. See if we can get one cycle off. They're good. Okay, so now I think it's smooth sailing. Just about. Just about we were able to make it. That was stupid that I didn't focus on the starver straight away. I could have got some good volleys, made it go a lot smoother if I had focused on them straight away. Instead of even that spark needle, maybe it was a bit unnecessary. There we go. You go to this wave over here, and this makes me also think that maybe the angels will be also problematic because they all neut a lot as well. This won't even work, so maybe it could be good to go with like an EM amplifier. An EM like amplifying shield amplifier doesn't even rely on resists because they will be hard newts in the T2 angel wave. Like the elite Lucifer Cinderbell will neut a lot. I'm on propulsion mode even just to go a bit quicker. There we go. Quick. We're on the test server, so I'm not going to bother looting right here. I was thinking of doing this in Tranquility, but this is still not extremely cheap. It is quite cheap, but not extremely cheap. Costs about 120 million, 140 million, depending on how pricey you can get the modules for. See what we got here, and we've got low shields, and that's annoying because it's nice to have full shields. That's why a small shield boost or something that can boost up our shields would be really nice. If you go for a bit of a hybrid style. Ephialtes. Okay, well, what do we do with the Scourge to get some good kinetic damage going on? We can start shooting straight away because these guys have in our range. We've got very good range with the Jackdaw. We can go to the sharpshooter. There we go. We weren't shooting anything there because we were in propulsion mode. Okay, now we should be able to get some good hits going on. Yeah, look at that, almost one-shotting these guys. I'm quite curious how this would go if I were to DPS fit this, because we were getting some quite bad, getting wrecked pretty hard in all those neuters before. So I wonder how it would be then if we had DPS fit. Maybe we would die because we won't have enough tank, but then again we would kill them quicker. That DPS fit I've got, it is pretty good because it gets some significantly more DPS. 40, just 40 straight up extra DPS when you're in sharpshooter. Here we're tanking completely fine because we got the multi-spectrum on and everything on. It's alright. It's alright, completely alright here. But it makes me feel like I would want to go hybrid tank. I would like to go hybrid tank because I would have neutralizing resistances with the Camatry. I'd also have the ability to have a shield booster to keep my shield boosting and max. It could be an alternative for the future. Doing the T2s in a Jackdaw feels like a very good, like, you get some decent ISK, better than T1 frigates, and you're still doing them at a decent speed because you've got the good DPS of the destroyers naturally. I think it is a good balance between T2 frigates and T1 frigates. Good intermediate. There we go. Go for this Ephialtes now. Or wreck him. Okay, we'll just keep a range here at the transfer conduit there. Yeah. This guy's got most of his HP in the shields. After his shields go down, he'll be going down a lot quicker. Not a lot of difference between his armor and shields, but it is a bit less armor. You saw there that the armor just almost vanished straight away. And the structure too. I don't like it how shields are going lower there. It does not feel nice seeing the shields go low like that. It makes me want to go active here. But it's nice having the big buffer. It's nice having the big buffer at least. Okay. Lucid Aegis makes me want to go, really want to go the hybrid tank actually. Okay. There we go. He's going to go down soon. Come on. There we go. Quicker than a Stalk, I think. Quicker than a Stalk. We have more DPS, and another thing that is really good with the Jackdaw compared to the Stalk is that we have good range too. 53 whole kilometers of range with the sharpshooter mode. Really great. Drekavac, Kikimora, go for the Nova Furies. I want to keep a bit of range here. Start shooting straight away. Keep moving. Oh, we've got Deviant Automatas as well. Perfect. Hate the Deviant Automatas. They just make everything so much slower. So much deadly if they orbit us quickly. But it seems like these guys are going to go down pretty quickly. We're getting some big hits on these Kikimoras. But Damaviks over here. We don't even need to have this EM resist thing on because it's not doing us any benefit. It's only for the Angel Wave we would have that on. Okay, striking Kikimora almost down. There we go. Come on, one more volley. Deviant Automatic Suppressor, I think, is shooting stuff down. Yeah, and we'll just keep going with like a good transversal. Just try to reduce the hits from these this Drekavac. Could even try approaching an arc, just orbit at 500. Actually, I think that's what I'll do. Orbit at 500 with the Jackdaw. Hopefully, give me more chance of getting like the, the grazing hits from the Drekavac. It's going to be a bit deadly right now while we're approaching head on. How quick is he? See how quick he is. Overview is not set up properly over here. Let's see, Drekavac 400 meters. Okay, we're going 500 meters a second. So we should be able to speed tank him pretty easily if we just orbit here at 500. There we go. Orbit at 500. Yeah, look, striking Drekavac misses completely. So that's good. Should be pretty safe right here. What is the resistance in this guy? A lot less explosive compared to kinetic, so I think it definitely will be worthwhile using this instead of the kinetic. Or maybe not, because I was testing before using it on the Kikimora, and like I was testing EM versus Nova, and it was the EM was slightly worse, but that also had to do with that we have like the EM is really high on these guys. Okay, let's see now. The one hit right there. What did we get? 304. What did we get here? Oh wait, that didn't even hit at all. Oh, it's because they're in the shields, I think. Yeah. Let's get through this guy's shields first, and then we'll see what happens there. Because it seems really weird, like the resist types and all over the place. Okay, there. Now that we're through the shields, we can see the armor, because that's the bulk of the HP of this Drekavac. See which damage type is best. Kinetic there. One shot. How much do we get? 238. Nova. 200. Okay, so it's actually better to use kinetic here in the exotic sites. Okay, there we go. The more you learn. Alright, shoot here. I didn't expect that. So with minus 50%, it will be better than with kinetic. I think it will be worse to use explosive though. Or worse to use kinetic if we go with the minus 30%. You can get that sometimes, I think, as well if you're doing the T2s. Alright, it went pretty smooth there, apart from that first mass starving. And I think it might be better if I were to go with, first of all, like, not focus the starvers first. I was not focusing them properly. And then it could be good to maybe switch this out for maybe something else that is not using capacitor. And it could maybe even be possible to do like I'm doing here with the Jackdaw, this DPS fit, switching out for medium shield extender, so it'll affect everything, not just the EM based stuff, but also the Triglavians too. So that's something that could be good to have this as well. Another thing could be to go hybrid tanked as well. I think hybrid tank could be a good opportunity as well to negate those neuters, not make it as bad, because it was pretty rough against neuters. Another good thing about the big buffer we've got is that it is quite resistant to abyssal gankers. We do have these occasional gankers who gank T1 and T2 frigate/destroyer sites. So since we've got a big buffer here, we'll wreck all these single coercers who try to gank us really easily. So there we go, Jackdaw solo T2 Abyss. Went alright. I think it can definitely have some improvements though. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.